Hey everybody, welcome to another recap of Project Runway. Last week Qristyl was sent home. Thank goodness, I didn't get her at all. Althea has immunity this week, and the challenge? Why, it's another field trip with Tim. I would sign up. So, Heidi reveals that all the answers are in black and white. Methinks it's a newspaper challenge. Where do we go? To the LA Times building, where they manufacture all of the LA Times. So Beth Moore is waiting there. She's a fashion critic for the LA Times. And the challenge is to use newspaper to create fashion. Anything you want. So there's a whole bunch of sections of the newspaper stacked up on pallets. You've got your news, sports, business, calendar, and image. So they're giving the designers 3 minutes and bags to bag up as much newspaper as they can, and that's what they get to use for the challenge. Now some of the sections, like the news, were basically black and white. The image section had color. Sports probably had half and half, you know, some black and white, some color. Business was probably all black and white. So, back at the workroom, Tim showed them a table with dyes, brushes, some markers, even some muslin, because, yeah, you could use it to prop up your paper, but it cannot show. So he gave them a little history lesson on the first paper garments, and the first paper dress was 1968. So if they could do it back with the technology that they didn't have in 1968, you can definitely do it now. But it's going to be one of those one-day challenges. So short! So 2 of the designers were having some issues. Shirin, the other designers were having more of an issue than she was, because she can't keep her mouth shut. She just keeps saying bull S. She was making a papier-mâché bodice, and she was just yakking away. Nobody appreciates the Chatty Cathy impersonation, especially when there's works to be done. Nobody can concentrate with that going on. And then Johnny, he was having super real problems. His first creation had some poor workmanship, and Tim Gunn was just like, this looks like birds attacked it. So he started over, and then he hated the second one just as much. So he kind of fell off the wagon and started doing a crossword puzzle instead of working on his dress. And he's blaming the whole situation on an iron when he was doing his first dress. It sputtered out hot liquid and it messed it up. I don't think so. I don't think anybody's buying that, Johnny. So the judges for this episode are Tommy Hilfiger, Zoe Glassner, and Ava Longoria Parker. Sorry, that's one show I've never seen one episode of. No Desperate Housewives allowed. Alright, so let's go to the top and bottom. Johnny was up first. He didn't spend a lot of time on it, and it showed. Heidi went so far as to say that it looked like it was for a hooker. Yeah. Nicholas, you're up next. Your dress was just tacky. But, I didn't appreciate the way you threw Johnny under the bus. You don't rat out your fellow designers. That's not cool. Then Althea. It was a classic dress that she made. The execution was perfect. I swear, it looked like fabric when I looked at it. Giordana. It wasn't extremely creative, but the workmanship was really good. This was another one that really looked like fabric. I mean, you looked at it and you forgot that it was newspaper. Irina. She made the trench coat. And I don't know, I didn't really like this one that much, because when I was looking at it, I mean, it just looked like a trench coat made out of newspaper. I mean, some of the other ones, you kind of forgot that they were newspaper. This just looked like somebody made an art project of a model trench coat. Christopher, it was a showstopper, honey. You were working on this big couture dress, and it had a big full skirt, and you made the newspaper look like feathers, and it was friggin' awesome. Even the bodice looked like it was made out of metal. How the heck did he do that? If he paper mache'd that, I didn't see any lines on there. Even after, you know, you would see lines even after you put the paint on. That thing was perfection. Alright, so the results. Althea is in. Irina, congratulations, you are the winner and you have immunity. Christopher, you're in. Giordana, you're in. Okay, so the bottom two, it's going to be Johnny and Nicholas. Johnny, all you had today was excuses. It wasn't well made. It was pretty much a crap show overall. Nicholas, too arts and crafty. Gee, that's really, I think you're going home, Johnny. You are. So you're out. And this is the first time that I've seen Tim send the designer off to clean up their space and then talk smack about them. I was really shocked. Tim, is that really the correct thing to do, even though it was true? So he was totally like, Johnny, what was that? Next week, we've got another one-day challenge, and it's got to do what LA is all about. What it do. Till next week. Much love.